Good morning, good morning, good morning. As I'm going over the app settings there, and I'm going through. Let me go to that last page because that's where I think that app is. This one right here. Okay, so let me go in. I'm gonna log in. Now, when I'm going in, this is what I'm looking for. Okay, because there right now. Okay, there are look like three stations that are look like three different apps. Okay, so obviously this one is not completed because let's just go through the first one. There's no icon. Okay. Also, the name is so long. Let me see what. Let me go through the name real quick. So first, let's just go through. Okay, we got the. Okay, on this one right here on this right now gospel, what this needs to be adjusted because on your safe zone, like let me. I don't know if they have it where you can do it in white. So okay, so the logo needs to be within here, within this box. Okay, you have this outer box because obviously that's for bigger thing. So okay, so right now the logo here is overcrowding. Since the logo is overcrowding, this needs to be reduced and in the center. Okay, that's the first thing. Outside of that, the layout looks really good, so that's pretty cool. But as you see, obviously with this um, the homepage like this is obviously cutting off, and that's obviously what you see here. So you would need to adjust, make this smaller. So this just needs to be made smaller. That's fine there. Okay. Uh, let's go to the features. Okay. There's already some things right here that like whatever this is, I don't know what link this is to, but this link needs to be it needs to be labeled whatever it is. Obviously, this is the link to it looked like a link to the radio or something. Let's see. What is this says no, this is a radio link right here. So this actually needs to be deleted. This doesn't need to be here because and then also too, if you click on here, you're able to change the icon. We have some, regular little icons here that you can use or whatever, but you can always add a new icon. If you want to add a new icon and make it custom, it just needs to be a SVG or it needs to be vector or it can be a PNG, and you have to look in there to see what size it is, but you can play with the sizes, etc. So you can make that into something else. The objective is these are just guide. You don't want it to be a thing. So this needs to be deleted because obviously this doesn't need to be there. So this needs to be deleted. The privacy policy, okay, yada 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 yada. Okay, so here you need to go in and edit this privacy policy. Okay, we have a generic makeup for you, but however, it doesn't even say the name of the organization, right? This application. Okay, this application. So you need to put the name of the application. Okay, this is just a format. So this application, whatever the name of the, you know, this application okay, whatever, I don't know what this called. Right now, gospel collects some personal data information among the personal. Okay, this application is reported to users. So data and controller owner. You need to put the name of the company and where your company is located. Right here. So data controller. So right, for example, okay, I'm just gonna put in parentheses, please fill out name of owner and well, if it's not an LLC company, so it needs so it needs to be the company. Let me put it in here. So it needs to have company name, owner's name, and location or company address right there. Okay, I'm just gonna press save so it'll update. Okay. Okay, so it needs to have the well you'll be able to see it in there, and let me press see changes over here because if you update press see changes over here, then it's going to, of course, you need the name owner company name. So you need to go through and read this stuff, and wherever you need to, let's say the data process controller operate offices in public places. Further information, please contact data controller. Da 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 da. Okay, so provides. Okay, these are really basic. The following data service purpose of using this service. So, what is the purpose of check-ins? What's the purpose of your emails? What's the purpose of your likes? So, the likes are to engage in the whatever community. Okay, so you need to put the information. This again, this is a template. So you need to go and modify it and edit it to match your company stuff. Okay, so you need to go in there, fill out that information. That's it. Okay. Of course, we have the European state, the European Union statement for the GRPD because all this information has to be in there. So those are the things that needs to be fixed in the policy. Okay. This needs to be deleted. I'm not going to delete it because I don't want to mess up nobody's app and what they got going on. Okay. Right here on the radio part, this say right now gospel. So let me click on here real quick and go to that page. All right, now I messed up something. All right, so let me go to the radio part. Okay, so this is the wrong thing. Okay, so when we click on the app here, now I would suggest right here where it said it gives you the size of the background. You can go to canva.com, canva.com. You can go to canva.com or I use Photoshop or whatever you use, but you can do a PNG, do the size, whatever the size it says, put the background, put that logo right there, so this won't be blank. Okay. Now this is playing like this, but this won't play in all browsers. So this is the ones that we should use. Oh dang, I think it might say it on there. Let's see. Let me go in real quick. Salt Radio. Was it? It's log in. Admin. Okay. I'm gonna log in there. Once I begin to log in there, it should say right now. Oh, I think this is it right here. Right now, gospel already. Oh, was it that one? Let's see. What does this radio station say? Let me just refresh. I'm gonna refresh before I save it, and I can find the thing. Okay. It's playing on here, but that's not the link that you use. I'm gonna show you the link that you use to make sure that because this needs to have a S on it, and you need to use the Shoutcast link. So the Shoutcast link that you're going to use there, 8033. So I need to come over here and find 8033, which this is right now Gospel Miami that it says. So I'm gonna click on here. All right, and I'm using what it says. And if you go over here to where it says manage, not manage, sorry, let me log in. 8033 is the, I need to log into the account. That's what I am. Okay, so 8033. So if you go right here to where it says quick links, all right, where it says this proxy server here, which is this Shoutcast V2, that's the proxy server that you want to use. Okay, and you're gonna say copy. Once you copy the proxy server, you're gonna come back over here. And I'm only gonna do this on one. I'm not doing this on a million other streams. Not today. Okay, I'm gonna press save. Once you press save, that is the proper link that you should be using. You want to have an HTTPS, because if you don't have the HTTPS link, it's not going to be compatible in different browsers, etc. In some of them that requires a security certificate in order for the application to run. Okay, now we have press save, yada yada, whoop whoop whoop, and we go back on here, of course. Okay, it's going to be playing there. Again, add your background here. It gives you the dimensions that you need to go and add. This is necessary. Okay, so now let's just make sure we go to our application settings. So obviously this needs an icon, 256 by 256. All right, your application name is a bit long, okay? So I would adjust this because how you see it right here, regardless of the device that you're going to be using, guess what? You only get a couple of spaces. So maybe you should just put RNG Miami, okay? That's something that I would do. I would put RNG Miami. I mean, M-I. Is that how you say Miami? Okay. let's say that, we do it like that or something. Let me reset it how it looks on here, because obviously I have to refresh the page in order for um, to look on the browser. Okay. Oh no, that's even too long. So I would do RGM. Right now gospel the RGM. Okay, because RG what? Okay, it says it needs to be 6 characters, but you know I would do RNG Miami, like that, something like that. RNG Miami, that's fine. Or come up with a creative way so when you look at it, um, when you look at it on here, it'll it'll look. You could put RGM Miami, whatever RGM, whatever the thing may be, but you need to kind of condense those names so it'll be decent or whatever. Okay, so it's like choose your back button, blah blah blah. Lets you do that. Okay, right here is where you're going to put your application icon, which would be your logo or whatever the logo is, 256 by 256. Design it accordingly. Now these are your push image. Okay, these need to be there too. Okay, so you can upload any type of icon that you want to use. Those are the little notifications that come up. That's what's gonna come up. You don't want these, and this give you the colors or whatever that you want to use. You can do that accordingly, and it shows you over here how that would look. Okay, so it says new push message, and it's giving you an example because you're using this, and obviously you have it this color because it's so if you change it whatever color, use a SVG. If you use a SVG for this, it'll be able to change to whatever color you want. The background anyway, it'll change to whatever color you want it to change it to. So you can upload your icon. You don't want this because that's going to look generic and they're gonna decline it. Okay. Also, right here again, I always do mine in white. So when I do upload my big image, so your big image should start off with a 27 by 32 by 27 by 32, which we have right here. Then you want the object in this, whatever the main object is, you want that in the center. You can have whatever design you want because the design around for here are for larger images. Okay. So with this particular app, that's the only thing that I see right now. Let's go to some settings too. Okay. Let me make sure of that. Okay, we went that terms and conditions are where you can go in there. Okay, on your yeah. Okay. Advanced. Okay, I'm gonna go in there and fool with that. Advanced, blah 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 blah. Okay, this right here as well on the advanced setting. These are mainly for like iOS, but also some of these have to be in the thing. Okay, so you got to tell why you're using something. So if you have the thing in there which you don't on here where they can use the camera, then you need to put scan QR codes and share families with whatever the RGM Miami's community are. You're sharing it with the community. You're telling what you're doing with the pictures because the person has to give you permission in order to use the app. Okay, so you go in there, adjust make sure these are adjusted. But however, these are iOS descriptions, but they still need to be there if you want, because we can give you the code to publish to things. Now, when it comes to Facebook APIs, Twitter APIs, Instagram, Flickr, all those good stuff like that. Now, if you want to create a app where they can log in with Facebook, then you need to go to Facebook, build a little app or whatever. Once you have, and if you have questions about building a Facebook API app, there are tons of videos on YouTube. I may do one here. I don't know yet because I haven't had necessarily a lot of requests for that. But it's on YouTube and it's really simple. Just look up, create a Facebook sign in app. And I think I might actually do have one, so I have to share it. I'm not sure where it is. But this is already here. So these are your callback URLs. So this is the information that you copy and paste into that. You would put your app ID and your secret key, which Facebook's give you. So when if they sign in, because you do have the ability in the app to make it social, and as you're making it social, that's where you get those user sign-ins, et cetera, et cetera. If you have a YouTube, YouTube API, you can use that. Google Maps, you can go set up your Google Maps, Instagram, Twitter, all that, and you can connect it in there. But you have to have the APIs for those different things. Those do have those capabilities as well. Okay, right here is going to be your app analytics. Obviously, this is a demo page, but once you get a certain amount of installs, then it's going to update, and it's going to give you your actual, it's going to tell you what features are being used. All this is a demo just to show you, but however, once your application get to going, you'll be able to see that. Okay. Also, again, we have it by features. So from your commerce, all that good stuff, which you have all those options to create that. So that's the thing with that, or whatever. Now let's go into the other application, which I'm not gonna spend a whole bunch of time on, but I'm just doing this video so you'll be able to actually go. Thank you. You'll be able to go in there and actually see what I'm talking about. Like, these right now look like they are ready, but however, please change these names because they're too long on your thing. Okay, so for the actual app name. All right, so when I go through here, let me just put my thing on. Okay, obviously you need to change. This needs to be in more, because only thing, this say big time music, but this time, what? Okay, and also now, Google probably would approve this. Apple wouldn't. And the reason why, because it's not intuitive. The colors are not intuitive. Okay. So meaning that your icons, I can't see what this is. Like, I don't get it. Okay. I can't see it. So you can obviously go and click on colors. Once you go on colors here, you're able to go and fix these colors, because they are they are really not intuitive. Maybe change the colors to yellow or something. I don't know, but you need to change it to a color like people can see, because obviously we can't see this. Okay, because I'm like trying to see these app colors, and I can't see it. So I know if I can't see it, they can't see it. Okay, now even though I know you did the whatever the transparency was, but obviously we need to bring that up somehow or something. Change the background. I don't know. Change it to where it makes sense. I don't care if it's black and the images are white, because you have black and white going. Okay, but you have to go in in your border. Maybe you want your border to be green or something. I don't know, but go in, adjust these settings so it makes sense and it's contrasting. Because if the image is not contrasting, then guess what? It's not intuitive. So we want to make sure that it's intuitive. Again, this is kind of set up like the other one. There's a calendar feature, but there's nothing on these calendars as well. I noticed that in the other design. Here's a calendar. Well, guess what? We need to add content to this calendar. Okay, whether if you're bringing your content in from iCalendar, you can put the calendar URL or whatever, and it'll constantly update. You can do iCal if you have that, or maybe there's a custom page or something that you have. I don't know, but you can enter the name of the calendar. If you want to add events to this calendar, then I think you just press plus or something. Or no, I think you do it custom page wise, and it could be events. Okay, you can put events like so. And once, yeah, okay, let's say you have events. So now I'm going to put the name of the breakout part. Lunch party. Or maybe it could be your schedule. I don't know. Whatever your calendar is, you put a subtitle. Whatever your subtitle is. And then you go in, okay, and describe the event. You in here, you can put the beginning date, ending date, the address, because if you put the address on there, this is why it's good to have your Google Map API installed, because if the address is like on there and it's on the event or whatever, they can click and go to it. Okay. There's also things where you can do all this good little stuff like that. I'm just using this for sample purposes. Okay, you can go in, change it, delete it, whatever. If you're not any object that's on there, it needs to have something in it, because if it doesn't have something in it, it's irrelevant. It's not intuitive. Okay, because that's what they do when they do that and everything. Beginning date. Oh, okay, and you put your dates and stuff. So this starts at the 18th, end on the 19th. Whatever, and you. I'm just going to put it start at noon. So you don't necessarily have to put it any time, but whatever that event is, or even if it shows or whatever, is it something that's recurring, or if it's a URL you want them to click, if if you want to add a picture to that, you know what I'm saying, you're able to. I'm just going to just add a random picture or whatever, just to be doing it. So you'll see what I mean. And again, when you come in here and you edit and modify these, you can definitely do change it or whatever. Okay. So, and I said I wasn't fit to do this, but I guess I did. Because I know sometimes it's better to see, oh, that's what you're talking about. Okay. So because sometimes when you see what I'm talking about, it's not more like, oh, I get it now. Okay. All right. So as you see, if I had a picture right here, which I should have right here, because obviously it'll make it intuitive. There's the lunch party. If I have whatever picture that I have there, I can have a picture there and it'll say this, that, and the third. I thought I put a picture there. Guess I didn't. So yeah. But if I could click on custom page, I can always go back to my thing, my calendar, I think, or somehow you do it. I don't even know how to edit it. Oh, here you go. Okay, the application is set to use the home page application, yada, 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 woo, woo, woo. Okay, so let's go back. Let me go back to this calendar because now I don't know how to edit it. Oh, here we go. Now where I go to manage content, right here where it has events, obviously, and I can press this here. And again, if I want to, oh, I thought I added a picture. I guess I didn't save it per se. So let's save the picture. Where? Oh, that's what I did. I didn't save it. Okay, so whatever picture is, it has a certain place where this go, and you just say okay. And obviously, you can go back and edit the event if you would like, accordingly. So once I have done that, I said okay here. Okay, then I'm just gonna say okay, and this should update my event and let's say see changes, because obviously it's just the emulator. And if I go to my calendar, my thing still didn't save. That's funny. Okay, or maybe I need to press okay here to say why my picture didn't save. I guess my picture was too big or something. I don't know. I'll show you later how to do that. But that's in general, that's normally how it goes. Obviously the picture didn't save. So some reason this stupid picture is not saving. Okay, I'm just gonna say okay. My picture should save. Okay. Right? And then I should say okay. And my picture should save. And I'm trying to see why this picture not saving. Lord have mercy. I'll find out why the thing ain't, because it's something I'm not doing to save. And I need to see exactly why my picture is not saving. I'll figure it out. But anyway, in logic, that's how it's supposed to work. But anyway, you have your event. You can set your event. You can set a picture and all that good stuff. Okay. Again, same thing with the other app. Make sure you just go ahead and fix this privacy policy stuff the same way with the other ones. When it comes to the radio, this won't work in all browsers. So if we publish this, it will work on some users and some users it won't. So in order to do that, we put, oh dang, now I need to see which port it was because I don't remember. I will update this one 8108. So again, once you go over here, let me go over here and send to over. Okay, this one says 8108, which is right here. Once I have gone into there, I'm gonna log into this account. Same way, quick links. I'm not gonna do this with the next one because guess what? We've done it twice, and so it should, just like duh at this point, right? All right, so you're gonna go to Shoutcast V2. You're gonna use this proxy link, which has that HTTPS on there, and you're just going to, again, I would add some type of background or something like that right here, okay, and just bring this over. Then press save. Okay, once we have pressed save, this is unnecessary because I don't know what this is for, so we're just gonna come out with that. All right, let's update the changes there. Okay, once you have updated the changes, okay. Okay. Oh, let me press refresh. Okay. All right. So as I'm just spending some time on here again, because normally I'll say, "Oh, do this, do this, do this." So I think we have to be kind of specific. Because you really only have 3 things, I would change it from this unless you're going to add some different things. If you're going to add a social wall, if you're going to make it social, if you're going to add this, that, and the third, whatever. If you want to use push notifications, guess what? You're going to have to add that to there because that needs to obviously be on there. This is just a sample and whatnot. Okay, the reason why this push notification here has to be here because guess what? If you want to before you can send, you must have at least one iOS. Okay, so in order to do a push notification, it has to be it actually has to be published. Okay, but in order to do push notifications where you can come here and you can, like I know with my applications, a lot of times I'll send out a text message. I mean, not text message, but a push notification that says coming on at 7 o'clock, tune in. Right? Because when you do those push notifications, it's a marketing solution that's available for free, but it has to be on there. So it needs to be published with the original application. Otherwise, you have to go and republish it. But you have those. I'm going to add a chat line. I'm going to add a chat at the beginning of the year as well. So that's going to be cool. So I look forward to that as well. If you want to add it, the thing where they can contact you, you can put that there, etc. Okay. I'm just going to put this in here just an example. But if you want to add push notifications to your other apps, you're more than welcome to do that. So please watch this all the way through. All right. Okay. So you can go through the features, add whatever features you want. Now here goes the application piece. This is perfect. Okay. This is perfect. That's absolutely perfect. The only thing that you need, I would say, you can even use this icon. It doesn't matter. You can use this icon here as a notification, or you can make one that says BTM or something like that, because the way this this is perfect. This is beautiful. Great. I love it. All right. So you need to just upload your icon 128 by 128. If it's an SVG, it could be colorized, whatever. But that's how it would come up like this. You can even use the same image that you use here. Have fun, right? Okay. Again, right here, this is going to be your splash screen. So this is the screen that comes up when it's loading the app. Obviously, if you do it in black, you can't really see it. I mean, I can because I know where it is. But I always do safe mode and portrait mode because this is kind of like the smallest screen that something would be on. So obviously this is not in the screen. Apple would not approve this. Google will, but Apple will not. However, I like to make sure that it is safe for both. If you're going to publish on Apple, that it needs to be, again, intuitive. It also needs to be where people can actually read it. Okay, so if you want to download the template, you can download it as a PNG or or PSD, which is Photoshop, and it'll give you those dimensions. But it's always safe to stay within this zone right here so everybody can read it. All right, and it's visually appealing on all screens. Okay, so once you have done that, okay, all right. So, all right, cool. Right here, you need your things. Okay, right here, these are keywords. These are keywords. How people find your app. How people, because again, the App Store is a big search engine like Google. All right, so you need to put some keywords right here. I suggest 10 to 15, 10, maybe 10 keywords. Okay, your main audio category. Main category should be entertainment. Secondary category, maybe lifestyle or something like that. You want it able to find it. You can put audio, but that's just so general, right? What type of audio? Okay. So obviously this is a radio station, so it's actually for entertainment and whatever. Do we have like music and stuff? No, entertainment. So it could be lifestyle or whatever. You pick your second category. I just fixed this so you all have that thing right there. All right. Okay. So for Apple, you say you will let me publish my account under my Apple developer account. We used to be able to, but guess what? We can't. We used to be able to, but the way Apple works is that you have to have your own developer account. So if you have your own developer, account, we'll need those credentials. Then I have to be on the phone with you because it's going to ask me for a bunch of passwords and all this stuff like that. In order to do that, we could do that, but that's a later conversation. I don't natively do that. Normally, I would give you the source code and let you do it yourself. All right. For Google, that's fine. Okay, we're gonna have to press save there. Now I do. Okay, that's pretty much it. So this one is actually almost perfect. Just do those things or whatever. I know this has gone into 30 minutes, but even though this has gone into 30 minutes, you have 3 different apps. So let's see. What was the other one? Let me go to the other one. Make those changes. And you'll be ready to publish. Okay. And then here we go let me go in there to this other one. This person has 3 apps. Right Now, Gospel, Radio, blah, 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 blah. All right. So let's go to manage here. As we go into manage here, and also the layouts you might want to change as well. That's like, okay. Okay. So this one, it's colors. Okay. It's a lot of colors. You have red, white, blue, and maroon, gray, and gray. Okay. And maybe that's the okay. All right. So let's just adjust it. Okay. First of all, this is too big. Okay. I mean, obviously now it's cut off. You see how right there that's cut out. So let's adjust that, make that smaller, etc. You know how to do that. We've been over that. All right. Again, your colors. So if I like the way the new one is kind of set out because it it can take you to your home page. Once it takes you to the home page, I really like this the new way that this is built. But obviously you have this thing, but I can't see that. You know, if you're gonna have the different colors or whatever, you need to change it to a color where somebody can see it. I don't, your choice, okay? So however you want to do that, adjust your color. I'll put it back to, it was like a maroonish color. And it was like different. Okay. So go here, adjust your colors. Colors are just totally off, right? Again, on your calendar, make sure again, well, let me see if I can do it this time. Make sure you have at least one sample event or something like that there. Okay. So I'm just going to add a content. Okay. I'm just going to call this calendar events. Okay. Once we go into the events, it's going to say, oh yeah, your calendar is empty. I'm like, all right, that's cool. It's empty. That's nice. All right. Sample event. Okay. Then we're going to go through and just add, okay. Well, okay. So you want me to have a URL link? Oops. Not a great example. So, sample description. Right. Beginning date. We just put the 19th. Okay, and you can put the time. You put the 20th. Okay. Okay, I'm just putting stuff. Alright, RSVP, ticket shop. Okay, I'm adding the illustrations. Okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna say okay. Then I guess okay. Okay, and let me refresh. Once I refresh it, I go to calendar. Okay, and it's it didn't even save my dang on event. I don't think it saved my event, but you can add the event there. Now how it saves it is a good question. Yeah. Okay, it's something I'm not saving. Let me see. Yeah, because it's something that I'm totally not saving, and what I'm not saving, I don't know. Okay. David. Okay. 19, beginning time 3:30. Okay, I'm just putting something because the pictures should work, and I don't know why they're not. This is crazy. And these are PNGs. Well, it's obviously readable. I'm pressing OK. It's saving. Okay. Pressing OK. Okay. Then is it something I have to press save or something? I'm pressing OK. Background. Okay. Alright. So if I'm pressing OK and then I update, this thing should be like updated. It's not. Okay. It has managed content there. Look like it saved it. But I don't know if it saved the. Okay, there you go. So as you see now, it did work. So we put the thing, it has the interest time, sample time, and obviously the picture that we put, it saved it there because I was feeling like, so make sure you press OK, save, refresh, it'll be on there, right? And so like if you had Google Maps installed, it would actually go to the Maps section, but you have to create an API for the Maps in order to do that, okay? So with that, again, privacy policy, I don't see anything that's indicating who you are, who the owners is, whatever is. You have the push notifications? Perfect. Okay. On your radio there, this is obviously the wrong link. You have an indexing link, and that's not correct. So 8076. So let me go over there and find 8076. So let me turn to the account. The port number is 8076, which is this one right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just log into this account. Go to quick links. Once we go to quick links, okay, we put this. We need to put this. Okay, is the Shoutcast proxy 2. Okay, so yeah. Alright, so we'll just make sure we have this here. Paste. Okay, save. If you want a background, you need to put a background that size. That's what I would recommend. Because now if we go to the Good Wholesome Radio, okay, it's playing accordingly. So I would definitely have this here. We have 2 calendars. Why do we have 2 calendars? Don't know. But okay. Delete this so it makes sense. All right, so basically go through, make your edits over here. Definitely for your APIs again. If you want to put your Facebook API, your Google Maps setting, you can do this all for free. Tiny little YouTube search, create Facebook API. This is your callback URI that you're going to use for Google Maps. You have to do that through Google. All right. And it's still free because most people don't have millions and millions of scans on their apps. I mean, unless you have them, millions of people are downloading your app, then yes, you have to pay for it. However, under that you're good. So right here, you got to tell why are you asking them to use their camera? Why are you asking them to use your Bluetooth? Why are you asking them to use whatever you're asking them to use? This primarily goes when you're doing a thing with Apple, but as for Google, the setup is different. But still, you need to do this. Why are you sharing pictures? To share with our community. Why are you using this? To share with our community. Okay, so you need to put share with your community on there, on the domain name part. Don't worry about that. I will fix that accordingly. Terms and conditions. That's basically, where you can put this information and it'll automatically be updated into the thing. All right. So once we are on that, and now we're ready to publish, once we have fixed the things that we need to fix, okay? So you have all this good stuff here, but why is these capitals? These don't need to be capital, okay? Because we're not screaming at nobody. Right here, you 5 to 10 keywords. Again, select your category. Okay, this here, press save. Okay, and once you have made those corrections, please send me an email. Right here, please put some type of background on here because this is just a PNG. So please put a background on there. So look pretty. Okay, the other one looked pretty, but this one looks like, it's just blended into the background. And I want them to approve it and not have them go back and fix that. So that need a background on it. The other one was fine because it aesthetically it looks great. Okay, so that is it. That is all, and I hope this helped you. Bye-bye.